Weezer.
I think you two should join the others.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. We're not actually family.
Yeah, they may marry into the family eventually, but they're just servants. And we will be in the Fuyumi and Haru weddings, and Haru wedding story will be coming at some point. That is on the list of planned storylines.
Tap.
Not a joke. Tap. Fragile old man. I am much a feeble man. I am bent over like the old tree I am.
Even the gate is still worried. It's still looking. Oh my god.
Well, here's a question for you. Do you really think that's the first gate door? How many times do you think he's just smashed the door and had to replace it? So, you either live in fear that you're going to be discarded like the last, or you're going to be broken again. Both of which are terrifying concepts.
To be a door and nothing else.
Well, that's one of his other favorite forms of punishment. You are a door now.
You need to bow.
Please. Okay.
Oh, I love this panel. Okay, first of all, just the mere, shoot, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Sass.
Yeah, just the sass, the sort of just the challenging stance right here, the vibe that comes by it. And then, by the way, another image of another meme, another source for that.
Bring it on, you old fart. Okay, hold on. I need to actually prepare this. Just a second.
Preparation?
Children. That's the best I can do at the moment with just one line.
Preparation 360?
Funny.
I don't know.
Welcome home, Father. How was the trip, Pops? Not too much of a hassle, I hope.
Did they ever explain what trip he was on specifically, or...?
It was business.
It was supposedly a business trip. Although remember that the last thing we saw of that business trip was him just poning noobs.
Well, I think that was just like a random assassination.
Okay, let's see. There were some bumps on the road, but I'm here now, and your mother should be here soon enough.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I still can't quite capture the tone I'm going for, but I'll keep working on it.
You're doing fine.
Well, aren't you going to say hello to your father, Emiko? Funny. I was going to say the same to you.
Can we just talk about how amazing the shading on Osamu's face is right there? There's just something about it.
Yeah. He just looks so, shadowed and withered. He looks withered. And I've talked about it before. He reminds me of a Ace Attorney character who is also a old man who spends initially most of his time hunched over like an old tree, and then it's revealed that he's been putting on an act, and he stands upright, gets significantly taller, has this air of unending superiority and just this condescending air, which, because he's a diplomat and is therefore immune from consequences, he can get away with. It's a very interesting character. Like I could believe that Osamu was partially inspired by that character, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah. I forgot what his name was, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like Quericus Alba. He's from the first Edgeworth spin-off game, and his theme is literally called "The Enemy Who Surpasses the Law."
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be that guy, but it says like, Emiko, since when were you the father?
I think it's more of a what you're not going to say hello to me sort of thing.
I know. I'm just, I'm being silly.
I know, but it is funny.
Kentaro's face is just killing me.
Priceless.
I wonder who gave Osamu that scar on his eye.
Probably himself trying to open up a can of beans.
Okay, now see I know that's not at all what happened, but that is so much funnier to me.
That is why he is so vindictive as that can of beans.
A mustache. Is it just me, or did Osamu only have a mustache in the previous page, and now he has a beard? I think that's my imagination, but it looked like he only had a mustache.
Yeah, let's check back.
In the previous page, like, maybe it was just throwing me off, but it doesn't matter that much. We can.
I can check. It's my fault.
I can see you haven't changed much, dear daughter. I just stole your character. I'm sorry.
Oh no, hold on. I actually need to do this. I can see you haven't changed much, dear daughter. Not much at all.
I like that.
You must be Samuel.
Samuel.
I am. And you must be Osamu.
You are short.
Says the man who's currently like a quarter of his height. So I heard your daughter is here for the festivities as well. She is? Where is she then? I've been dying to meet her. She's actually out right now. She's with Mitsu and Momo, who are also with Rin and Mayumi. Osamu entirely in shadow except for his scar,
in his eye, and his bony cheek.
Does he have a little hat on? I just realized. Is that like a third? Or is that like a third horn that's like partially chopped off?
He had what's her face? The hair, go in and grab his hat after he I think murdered like 5 people. I think. I don't remember.
Okay.
It barely didn't fit him, but he wore it anyway because why not?
And if you cannot guess whose voice I'm replicating to voice Osamu, you get some points. But anyway, what do you think's going on in there?
I think I know what you're doing, but I forgot the name. I'm probably not going to remember it. Oh well.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys later. Happy Mother's Day.
This face. And that.
Is this the first time we've seen Reagan in color?
Rogan?
Oh yeah. First time we've seen Reagan in color, and first time we've seen Emily in color. Although, I guess at this point that poster zine already existed, and so they did have color. But
I think we've
had the poster zine
color before, though.
And even fewer people have the calendar. I am not one of those people.
Same.
Which
so you have
I'm chapped about. There was a calendar, and I'm chapped I do not have it. But it sold out before. I was like, I'll grab it in a little bit, and then it sold out, and then I couldn't buy it.
Is it just me, or is Osamu's hair like really poofy?
I don't think they even remember they made a calendar, because they were talking about it on that live stream a couple weeks ago, and they were thinking about, we've always considered making a calendar, but we've never done it. And I'm like, you did make a calendar. Did it just not sell well? Should I take you to the penthouse? No need. I'll be in the throne room. I think I've seen enough for today.
I almost said you despise me. Although some of them probably do. It's like, you disgust me. All of you.
They do discuss him. They do. Yes, they do discuss him on a regular basis. So how did he traumatize you this week?
Alright, time for Operation Yo-Yo.
And I just want to comment that I love that middle shot, that middle one of Erma just like midair being like, well, I guess this is happening now.
This is my life.
And when their feet hit the rope, their eyes shrink like, oh dear.
Don't mind just interacting this Hugh pose right here.
I remember seeing a close-up of that middle shot and just laughing at it at the time. Oh, that's gonna be a mild concussion. I'm gonna want to have a doctor check that one out.
She's fine. She's been hit in the head a little too many times. I mean, what?
Man, the momentum she had to be able to go that far.
Oh, Osamu, you just blocked our game of ice hockey. Okay, no. Or, what's the name of it?
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round.
Not hockey, the one where you brush the ice. I forgot what it was called, oh well.
Curling?
Curling, there you go.
It's an Olympic sport, you know.
I don't watch the Olympics.
The look on Kenji's face. And the look on that skull person's like, oh my god, that child's gonna die. I'm gonna have to watch another child be murdered in front of me. Man, why is this always happening to me?
Why? Why?
Why?
I'm going a little slow there, going.
You know, I remember like people speculating at the time like how he was gonna react, and I'm like, he's gonna react perfectly fine. He's not gonna be rude or condescending in any way, and it's going to be so much more off-putting because of it.
You called it, man.
Yep. I was in a CFP post when this page came out. This is the in-depth commentary you come to these videos for.
Yep. you come to it for 43 minutes in. Probably less than that, but
oh boy.
Oops.
I want to make a point here that just the sight of him is making them quiver with fear. Like, just him being there. Like that says, without saying a word, that says so much of the impact he's had on them. I mean, and Rin and Mayumi in particular, because I think he's more disappointed in them than he is in most of the others. Maybe with the exception of Kentaro. Because Kentaro is not only the firstborn, he's the only son. And he's a complete failure in his parents' eyes.
Quote unquote, anyway.
Look at his little Arabian hat. He looks like he's a boy from the Aladdin. He's going to tell me the story of 1001 Arabian Nights. I apologize for that accent. I'm sorry. That just came out.
Better.
You do not touch the kid.
Do not touch
internal screaming. Actually, that reminds me, Game Guy. Do you have your comics yet?
I do not. If they don't show up this month, though, I am going to send an email.
Fair enough.
Which, by the way, I like to imagine... Go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say, and here you can see that it takes the combined strength of Kentaro, Fumiko, and Enna to hold Himiko back in any conceivable way, proving once again that she is by far the most powerful.
Yeah.
Of the siblings, anyway.
I don't know what would be funnier, the fact that, like, no sound is playing during this scene right here, or it's insanely loud, but Usamu just does not care.
The bass is being boosted.
You know, using her head as a...
Sam is just like...
I should probably do something about this. No, don't interfere. I know what happens when you do.
So...
And meanwhile, well, panicking in the background. So, you must be Erma.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been known as...
It was like after this page, people were like, oh my god, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's going to do absolutely nothing.
I mean, I'm glad that you at least said my name right. No, I.
That was Brandon's mistake. I don't think he'll ever get over that.
Oh yes.
Outcast another shocking, another tantalizing cliffhanger. So we can tell you about this. Release August. Of what year? Actually, Legends of the Yokai Mask is only a third complete. It's a 6-part story.
Oh yeah. Huh.
They mentioned that.
I remember hearing something about it not being well received.
They mentioned that on... Well, I don't think any of us liked it. But the Wallace issue does not exist.
Nope.
I guess it ended up not being a long enough story, so they put it in the essentially Tales from the Crypt Keeper issue. And that's not... I also don't think that's the artist who ended up doing it. It is an interesting story, though. And as I said on our last call, I think it'll be very interesting to see how that affects things later on, because it does relate to the overall lore. And his backstory is actually kind of interesting.
Wait, they released this?
It's part of issue 18. They did 3... It got condensed into a smaller story, or I just think it wasn't that long of a story. So it's in issue 18. But I want to make a point here that the Mitsu and Momo issue came out like a year and a half before some of the other ones. Like they skipped over like the Unicorn Warrior Princess Yokai Masks and did that one, and it took forever to come back to that. Chloe releases March of 2023. The Blairwood issue, which got canceled, it just did not end up happening.
Yep.
And then whatever this was going to be, no idea. We never will know.
I like to imagine it would have been like the whole Erma, like, shoot, what was it called again? Okay, I like to imagine this would have been like the whole Erma Blood Moon thing. They just trolled us though by releasing it as a paid issue. Yeah, you want to know? You better buy it. It's like,
oh, that would have been awful.
That would have been so rude. That would have been unbearably rude if they just never. If you had to see the paid content, like it's not just like the idea of like you literally need to buy it if you want to understand the story. Wait, go back up the picture. That's Whispers on the notepad behind the mask.
Wait, where?
Wait, where?
Down.
A little bit further down.
A little further down. The face mask picture. That's Whispers.
Oh, there he... Oh, you son of a... You still hide him even in your freaking ads.
Not if it's the horror host, but I'm pretty sure the horror host doesn't have a cape like that, so it's gotta be Whispers.
Yeah. Also, sorry, I swore in my own video. I guess I'll have to bleep it out.
Whatever, you'll bleep them out.
Shame.
I still have that Erma face mask. It is my go-to face mask when I need to wear one.
Were you the guy I saw at work when I took the picture of the guy wearing the shirt? Okay, no.
No, probably. I don't think you've ever seen me in person,
No.
And I'm not surprised.
No.
So,
Yeah, we don't live
because
close.
again, I haven't been in Illinois since 2019, and I didn't make the server until after then. So, by that conclusion, odds are we have never met.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I need to recall my voice. Oh, it's like a little. It's like a tassel holding his hair. Okay. Well, aren't you just the most frightening little monster?
What?
This panel is great. Like, these are all perfect emotes.
Here, let's see.
Although somewhere I have that shot of Mitsu and Momo, and it's just Mitsu and Momo. They have seen you sin. Something like that. It's in my folder somewhere.
There we go. I got the full thing in frame.
Yeah, that's a great panel. And some of I kind of hope that this one was drawn traditionally, because I just kind of want that on my wall.
Okay, let me get back to the proper resolution.
The close-up resolution. Mama, you. It really does say you with a period and then truly, but I don't think truly is spelled like that. I don't think there's an E when you spell truly. Anyway.
You're right, there isn't.
Error number 15, I think. Oh well, who cares?
2 errors in the same speech bubble. Mama, you truly are dear Anakin's child. Just look at you. Such awesome power, such vile terror, such gruesome horror. Now this is the fight that creates fear.
You got that from the memes, did you? You son of a... Oh my god. And also, look...
Emiko's hand just going up in complete confusion.
And also
Kentaro's eyes just staring straight ahead. Not necessarily at something, just dead-eyed staring ahead.
And there's no brackets, by the way, so is he saying this all in English?
Yeah.
Yes. Presumably.
Possibly. Mwah.
Ew, Osamu lips. Ew, Osamu lip reveal.
Ew. Oh, look how innocent he looks.
And it's like, I saw this and I'm like, it's an act. It's an act. I don't know why. I don't know what the end goal here is, but it is an act. Anyway, well, how about it, little one? Aren't you going to give your grandfather a hug?
Didn't we have a discussion about, like, how grandparents, like, abusive parents tend to be very lovey-dovey grandparents?
I feel like we had that discussion at one point. I don't think it was on any of these video calls, though.
Yeah.
Because it's not in any of the videos. Oh, look at the little ghost child. Nothing could ever harm this child. it's not like this is all a pretense or anything. Cough, 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 cough.
The face that creates fear right here. You've seen it here, folks.
Look at. Okay, look. If you're here, you're here. The arc is over. You know what's coming if you're already here. Let's not beat around the bush about this.
I didn't know.
He said as if he hadn't talked.
I'm sorry.
No. That was honestly, I think that was funnier. Just going, oh. Like not like emotion, because he's still not good at it. This page is even better. Yes, screaming Anna. I'd forgotten that. man, none of these panels is bad. Not even the one of Mitsu and Momo barely having any noticeable reaction. The disgust, the confusion, the flabbergast.
The whole...
You know, red are my favorite here.
The egg! Look, he's a freaking egg!
And Kenji has broken through the panel border with his jaw drop. You can see
it's
it
already jagged, mind you.
Oh my god. He has transcended the four wall he just cannot contain his shock. He has shattered the borders of reality. Anyway, back to the, back to our regular scheduled program.
Back to where we were before these shenanigans. Okay. And here I was about to wither these old bones away into the throne room. You arrived just in time, I must say. Has your mother shown you the throne room yet? Oh, I guess not. I think you'll find it quite the sight to behold.
2 comments. First of all, how old is this dude?
Hundreds, I think.
Yeah, a couple 100 years old. I would say he's probably pushing 4 or 5 centuries, I would say. I mean, he's one of the most powerful yokai in the world, without question.
And number
either through sheer intimidation or through actual power. Because I don't think he definitely doesn't have the power he has in his youth. Because, I mean, if he didn't, I think he actually does look, he actually looks like this older hunched over tree look. And he can assume the form of his youth, but he can't do it, he can't keep that going all the time. Like All Might.
Yeah.
He can't.
And number 2.
He can't. This is his real appearance, and he can't put on the facade of the strength of his youth anymore.
Yeah, it's like trying to suck in your gut, though. You can only do it for so long.
Yeah, after a certain point, and that's ultimately, I think, why he was interested in finding a successor. And his children all failed at that, obviously. So it's like, well, I'll do what the Cubeblade did and move down the list. Got to fit in that Kingdom Hearts reference somewhere. Yep. But just moving on to the next generation, and I figured that out. Like I reread the Night Parade up to the point where we were at like a year and a half ago, and I put the pieces together that's what it was all about. Like that's when I was like, that's what the act was about. That's what the playing nice thing was about. That's why he seems to be interested in Erma and Amaya was interested in the twins, because they both were interested in having them be the successor.
Yeah.
And I realized it was all manipulation from the beginning, and I started crying actually. Like I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe that's the answer. It was shocking. Anyway,
yeah. Sorry,
we got held up here a little too long.
And number 2, I guess he doesn't notice this kid doesn't talk. Oh well.
I mean, it's an ongoing joke that Erma can talk. It's just that the audience never sees it.
Yeah.
Rin's face. Yes, Erma for beginners.
All right, let's speed things up though, because I don't think we're gonna get this whole thing done today. I forgot how long this goes on for.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. This is a shirt. It's a nice shirt. I have this shirt.
And this is, by the way, source for all the tier list images. Anyway, go ahead.
I can name every character on this shirt, but that is neither here nor there. Yeah, Horror Host is wearing like a smoking jacket, so it was definitely Whispers in the previous picture.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Huh, what do you know? Oh, this butt.
I mean, Coming through. Excuse us. Like this is the only time he's ever asked anyone to move out of his way. He's got to get the act going. Right this way. I see Anna made some changes to the back lot. Definitely don't remember a garden being back here. And here we are. Kirby joke. Moving on.
And here we are. And here we are. Okay, no. It's been a year since that came out.
Slumpy and the world and the city not remembered. Oh, that girl and her hobbies. You can see the people jumping through the window.
That's amazing.
It's a nice touch. I think this is the, like if you thought he was being nice, like this is the first time you get kind of the impression that he doesn't care about anyone else. Not that he has no hesitation about destroying the garden, but that it doesn't faze him in any way. And Erma looks at the flowers being a little more uncertain now. Like,
maybe mom was right.
Much better. They're much better. What was the next line? And without further ado, okay, next.
These two thumbnails are almost the same, but
they're fairly similar. Oh, and look, we're coming up to Erma Uncut getting shut down. I think.
Good.
I think this is the last page drawn traditionally, but I'm not 100% sure.
Page 368.
Wow. It's like I never left. Please pay attention to these tapestries on the wall. They are important.
Very.
Totally.
Important.
Hey.
Here you go.
Here you go.
That's very casual slang for a dictator. Finally.
Oh, this also became an emote. I forgot how many emotes we got from this. That's amazing.
Not enough.
Your grandmother's chair is quite comfortable, isn't it? And these were always the best seats in the house.
I think I got the best seat in the house!
We would pass the time here as many throughout the woods came to visit us, witnessing the fruits of our labor.
What about the labors of your fruits? Okay, no, that was bad.
Those were simpler times. We were all more uniform. When yokai were just yokai. So who's going in? Not me. You right? Well, someone's got to go in and serve him. What are you all so worried about? Looks like a frail old fart to me.
You're new, I'm guessing.
Everyone looks at him like, okay, it's you then. All right, you are the dead man then. Got it.
Yep.
Without hesitation, they close the door on him and leave him to possibly die. Yes?
Yeah?
My lord, is there anything you might want? You must be quite famished.
I am curious how this wood translates to actual Japanese, but I'm not going to be the one to find out.
Don't worry. Japanese is a surprisingly complicated language written out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm quite fine, thank you. But do please bring something for the young lady here. Okay, and do you want us to prepare for Mistress Yuramoto's arrival? Oh, that won't be necessary. Really? Are you sure? The fact that you can apparently travel by shadow, it's like, well, so that's where Erma gets it from.
Huh? You are short. Okay, I'll stop.
Well, he's short, she's tall. It's both of them, both really.
Reminds me when Eggman
darkness blows.
Go ahead, sorry.
And the darkness blows away to reveal another lady. Oh, Vulcan's gone, and he's back.
It reminds me when Eggman turns on E102 Gamma for the first time. It's like, wow, Eggman is short. There she is.
He is an Eggman. There she is, the slightly better parent.
She aged a little bit more gracefully. Just a tad bit.
Hello, dear husband.
Yep! Okay, here it is. Erma Uncut is...
Okay. Erma Uncut has been relegated to the dustbin of history where they belong.
Yep. I thought this title said Erma Uncut is no more, but unfortunately that would...
Well, I mean, it might be. Anyway.
Anyway, we all know this story, and if you don't, pause the video and read it.
It's fun. It's a real fun story.
Yeah.
It's all about
oh my god!
Oh!
Wait.
Next. What? There's not even going to be a comic. There's no point in staying on this.
Oh, never mind.
Well, no, actually, I was wrong. I confess to that.